Good morning, everyone. Today is Monday, about 9 a.m. New York time, September 13th. And in this video, let's take a look at gold. So last week when we were here, somewhere here, I basically said that the gold needs to close above 1800 for us to get back in the bullish mode. As you can see, we tried it several times, even penetrated it once, the resistance. And then we had a reversal, strong reversal with a follow through to the range bottom. Obviously, this was a pre-weekend price from Friday before the weekend, so there was no major follow through, but it did follow through a little. So what's next for gold? Well, first of all, let's take a look at what has been happening. Last 4 trading sessions, we've been probing 1800 and 1780 support. We've been trading in this range. The price trying to find then its next move, and we will have to wait for more confirmation. We basically either have to break out from 1800 and start closing above this trend line resistance with a horizontal resistance, and that will give us a bullish case, or start breaking down, obviously with a close, something like this candle here, a close below with a little bit of a pullback retest. You can scalp it to the short side as well. Overall, on a longer term picture, I think we're building out an inverted head and shoulders. As you can see, this is a shoulder head, and now we're building out sideways shoulder. And if you measure the neckline, the distance between neckline and the with this bottom of the wick here, you target about 1980 or something like that. So which coincides with these levels here. So first up would be 19 whatever, the highs here at 1915, and then I would take profit around 1960 if you start seeing bullish momentum gaining, bullish case presenting itself via first a breakout here, then a breakout of the neckline here. That's where I would start buy 1/3 here, 1/3 here, and then once we have a major breakout with the retest, I would on the retest you can buy the remainder of the position and target a nice swing position towards the high 1900s. So that's obviously can take months to play out. So this is a very longer term outlook. But for now, immediate trades, like I said, you can always trade the breakout to the top side here when it closes above 1800, or you can trade it to the downside if we have a breakdown of this range right here between 1800, let's call it, and 1780. Let me remove this, unnecessary anymore. So there is another scenario that can be played out here. So this is a longer term, large inverted head and shoulders, but you have a tiny head and shoulders here as well. So head, shoulder, we can do a sideways, more sideways chop to draw out, make it this head and shoulders more symmetrical. Target to the downside, maybe retest this base here, and then go back up. And that will print pretty much a symmetrical head and shoulder, inverted head and shoulders for that will set up for later buying opportunity. So, but for now, like I said, we'll look at this trend line, look at this horizontal support. Once we start breaking out from here, that's what I'll be interested in buying more and buying more here, so because then it might explode and start running higher and trend. But for now, we're just chopping about. So for intraday, like I said, if there's another play here for a buy, you're either going to have a candle like this on a 4-hour basis, a strong close below the support. So a strong close below the support, that's one thing. But if you have a candle like this with a breakdown and then a close above the resistance, so let's say the resistance was here, support, I'm sorry. So it penetrated, but then closed above, and then you have a next candle takes out the high of this candle. that's when I would get interested in maybe an intraday buy. So you basically have a false breakdown, take out the stops of people who are trying to long here. They run the stops, it reverses, and then it targets the range high at 1800. So that's a nice 20 point profit in gold as an intraday scalp if you see a false breakout with a candle like this, with a wick and the body closing above the support level. If you have a strong close like this here, that's another case. Like I said, you can wait for a little bit of a pullback, retest these, kind of like we did here. We broke down, retest, and then continuation. So you can definitely scalp to the next level of support, which would be around 1770 and then around 1760 level. So that definitely another 10-20 point scalp intraday. Not a bad trade if you have this opportunity. Also, obviously, if you can always trade the range high to the target to the bottom of the range. So you sell the top, buy it back at the bottom of the range, because if it doesn't break out, it will roll over, retest these lows again. And if it starts breaking out, you can just close it, because you're going to be selling at the basically your stop loss is going to be super tight, and you should be okay. So these are the trading ideas for gold. Hope it helps. As always, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share this video if you like it. Also, stop by a free Telegram group if you don't want to trade alone. And if you want to learn a thing or two, more than welcome to stop by, say hi. We trade everything. Hope it helps. Enjoy.